Hello everyone, CoinHound here. Today we're going to take a look at the 2022 American Liberty Silver Medal from the United States Mint. So let's go ahead and open up this box here. And I should note up front that this is a 1 ounce silver medal. So the box it comes in is quite large given the product that it contains. And it does have an outer sleeve here that we take off. And then we have the nice decorative box inside. And then a very nice clamshell. We'll open that up. And first we get the certificate of authenticity. It also gives you an image of the design that's ultimately on the medal, which is that of a bucking horse. And I think that's very well done there from an aesthetic and artistic standpoint. We don't need to go into many of the details, but basically it's 3/9 fine silver. It is 1 troy ounce, and it is minted in Philadelphia. So let's go ahead and take a look at the medal. So as you can see, there's quite the large box, quite a lot of extra space. Not to be overly critical or anything, but I'm just not sure why that size box is necessary, because it does take up room in storage and the like. So let's go ahead and put the box aside, and we'll take a look at the medal. So here it is. So very nice. There's a few little spots on there. They look more dust on the capsule. So as you can see, it's got an exceptionally nice frosting on it there. And some really nice detail of the horse. Inscription of 2022. Let me make this a little larger so we can see up close. So there you see the detail, some of the extra detail on the mane of the horse and the tail. Very nicely done. And then you have what appears to be a rising sun at the bottom. It's very nice. And then let's turn it over. And then on the back, we have the head of an eagle with United States of America and DP mint mark for Philadelphia. So let's bring this up a little bit closer so you can see that fine detail on the eagle. Very nice detail on the feathers. Okay, now we've just switched to a stationary close-up on the table of the medal while I talk about some of the details related to the medal. And then I'll talk a little bit about the series so far, and we'll go back and take a brief look at each of the coins and medals that have been issued in this series since it began in 2015. But basically, this medal came out on August 15th, and it appears that about 50,000 of them were sold initially, despite the fact that there was a mintage and product limit of 75,000. The current sales figures in CoinNews.net are showing sales of 53,000. Now, I know Silver Wolverine, who has a really good channel with respect to U.S. Mint developments and news. I think he's done a couple videos on this topic, exploring and asking questions about why only 50,000 as opposed to the limit of 75,000. And I know that the availability of the medal has been touch and go. Shortly after it was released, the medal went unavailable for a while. This week it's been available again. Just as I was filming this right beforehand, I went to the U.S. Mint site and it is available, so they're selling them again. I guess there's been some reports that some of the medals that gone out were not of good quality and had some imperfections or manufacturing defects in them. So I know Silver Wolverine was speculating whether newer orders might be for medals that will be made to replace defective ones, but the Mint hasn't really told us anything that I'm aware of, so some mystery involved there as to why the gap between the sales and the product limit. But basically, they are on sale right now as I'm doing this video, so if you're interested, you can go ahead and get yourself a medal, and they're not shipping until October, though. So anyways, that's kind of the update on that. Now, what I'd like to do here is just switch and take a few minutes to talk about the series as a whole. It started in 2015, walk you through the products that have been released so far, and then I'll send you on your way. So let's take a brief look at the series. First off, I should note that throughout American history, the female representation of Lady Liberty has been a part of the American, I don't know if you want to call it iconography or artistic sensibility, but she has appeared on campaign posters, in newspapers, on coins, and the like. You can see just some of the representations there. Of course, the Statue of Liberty might be the most famous of all those representations. Now, the U.S. Mint notes on its website, the page devoted to this new Liberty series, that, as they call it, the allegorical figure, it's a female figure, of Lady Liberty appeared on U.S. circulating coins from 1793 to 1947. At that point, our coinage moved away from Lady Liberty and into other areas, particularly with the addition of a lot of former presidents to the coinage, and then later on other significant figures in American history. However, in 2015, Liberty as a coin theme, Lady Liberty, was revived in a new gold and silver medal series, of which the coin we just viewed is the latest release. To date, that series has released 5 gold coins and 4 silver medals. And initially, the series was pretty straightforward. On the obverse side, there was a representation of Lady Liberty. On the back side, a representation of an eagle. For a period of time, there were some reports that they were going to go down a path where they were going to do differing ethnic representations of Lady Liberty to represent the ethnic diversity of the United States. But with the recent releases, they seem to have moved away from that. In fact, the current silver medal and last year's gold coin have broken long-standing precedent of using a female figure to represent liberty. And the more recent ones are using this bronking buck, so to speak. So let's take a quick look back at the series. So in 2015, a 1-ounce gold coin, Liberty themed, was released, and you can see the image of it there. A fairly traditional representation of Lady Liberty there on the left, and then an eagle in flight on the right. And then in 2016, they released a silver medal version of the same design. I do have this in my collection, and I did do a video on it, I believe. So I will double check that, and I'll put a link in the description for that. Then in 2017, for the 225th anniversary of the United States Mint, they created a special gold coin. And this time they used an African-American woman as the figure for Lady Liberty, as you can see on the screen there. And I did put an extra little image on there because it also had the distinction of having edge lettering of 225th anniversary on the edge, which I think is pretty cool. So this was released in 2017, and then in 2017 also, the same year, they released a they released a silver medal of the same design, as you can see here. In 2018, they released a 1/10 ounce Liberty gold coin, continuing the design from the year before, and I actually do have 2 of these in my collection, and it's a really beautiful little gold coin. And I also did a video on this one. I'll put that in the description too, so you can check out some real life footage of it. But a very beautiful coin. And then 2019, they went to a design here. I would say it's a bit non-traditional, but I don't know if I can say that because the peace dollar image had kind of a similar visual to it. But a little bit out of the ordinary for Lady Liberty representations. And personally, this is probably my least favorite of the designs. And they have an eagle there coming in for a landing on the backside, 1 ounce gold coin. And so that was 2019. And then you also had a silver medal released of the same design in 2019. I do not own this one. Then then in 2021, so there was a bit of a gap due to the pandemic, I suspect. Last year they released the bronking buck, or the horse, and I know there was a lot of discussion at the time about this representation of Liberty. Whatever their intentions had been for the series originally, they've obviously gone in a different direction. All right, and Liberty for so long, for hundreds of years, was represented by a female figure, and now you have it represented by a horse throwing off its saddle, or perhaps even throwing off a rider, with the rider being outside of the realm of the picture. Okay, and there was a lot of discussion at the time on social media. Was this a good representation of Liberty? Was it not? I'm not going to weigh in on that. I don't have any strong feelings on it. But I will say, just as a coin, I think it's a super cool design. And then there's the close-up of the eagle head there on the reverse. And then finally this year, of course, the silver version, the silver medal 2022, same design as last year. That's the series to date. 2023, I'm not aware of any designs being announced as final for this, but we'll see what comes in 2023. So, anyways, I hope you enjoyed this discussion of liberty. Liberty is one of the core values of the United States of America, and I want to thank you for all your support. If you enjoyed it, hit that like button. If you're not a subscriber and you're still here, why not hit that subscribe button? We'd love to have you in for future videos. And the notification bell, will hit that and you'll get notifications when my new content comes up. Anyways, thank you all very much. I hope you have a great day, a great evening. This is CoinHound signing out.